Alright, this is how I grew my shoulders. Alright, my shoulders, my workout. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you guys what I did to grow my shoulders. And if you guys wanna try my workout, be my guest. If you guys see results, then perfect scenario, right? Alright, so enough talking. Enough talking. Let's just get it going. Alright, so as you guys can see over here, right? This is how I grew my shoulders, all right? So this is what helped me personally, okay? Personally. It may or may not help other people. I don't know. If it helps, great. All right, so this is me. I was like, what, 15 years old, I guess, around here? 14 or 15. I was a skinny guy, right? So over here, I was heavily in triathlon related activities such as like running, swimming, cycling, all those kind of stuff. And this picture, if I'm not wrong, right, it's actually of me doing like a youth triathlon type of thing. As you can see over here, right, this is my bicycle. It's actually my bicycle. I brought it over to this event just for the triathlon. So, skinny 15-year-old me, right here. Right here. So this is where I begin, right? Do I do any form of weightlifting over here? A little bit here and there, but it wasn't anything serious, right? I was just, going to the gym with my friends and whatnot, just for fun, right? Straight up just for fun. Didn't really have a goal in mind, just like a bunch of friends who want to hang out together in the gym. And then yeah, I guess this was my broccoli head era of mine back in the days. Yeah, so to this right now, more or less like this right now. Yeah. So this is where I am sitting at right now. This is how I'm looking at right now. This is shoulders that I've grown over the years. So in totality, right, I've been lifting for approximately 15 years in total, and I only got serious during 2016. So that is like more or less 8 years with more or less proper dieting and training. So as you guys can see over here, right, like I said, at this point of time, I was just doing a lot of exercises. I was just doing a lot of running, a lot of cycling, swimming, and weightlifting as well. But my diet it wasn't on point. It was crap. I wasn't even educated on the whole dieting. I didn't even know what is like protein, carbs, and fats and calories like that. I don't even know that we had to hit a certain number in order to grow or like to lose fat. So I didn't know all that kind of stuff. What I knew is that I just enjoyed doing those physical activities, and that's it. So, like I said, I got a little bit more serious at 2016 over here. I believe I was in the army, if I'm not wrong. That's why I had a little bit more time, and I wanted to focus more on my physical fitness as well, in terms of growing strength and my physique, right? Alright, so over here, right, I had no shoulder training. As you guys can see over here, right, I'm narrow as heck, right? So this is the period where it is just after over here, maybe just 1 or 2 years after this, yeah, that's when I got more serious with weightlifting, right? That's why I got some muscle, some definition over here. Chest, bicep, abs. Yeah, I spam a lot of abs back then. It's all about six pack, right? It's all about the six pack shortcuts. If you know, you know. So it's narrow over here. Very, very narrow. Right? I never really do any form of shoulder training. I mean, I attempted a lateral raise back then. And I heard a pop and a pain in my rotator cuff. And then I stopped. I stopped attempting then. So it kind of scared me, right? Like, I remember I was doing a side raise at the gym, and then I don't really know what I'm doing. All I know is that once I raised to the top, and I just heard like a pop in my rotator cuff area, my armpit area. So that's that. So that's the end of my shoulder training, and then I just focus on like I said, still the same old thing, the cardio activities, and I did all the bicep, tricep, chest, back, all that kind of stuff. Only that's it. Yeah. And then yeah, over here, I took shoulder training more seriously as it was lagging. It was severely lagging behind. So that's when I took shoulder training a little bit more serious, did more intensity, did more volume, and all this good stuff. It looks disgusting, man. It looks disgusting. I don't know. So anyway, education time. So as you guys know, right, for the deltoid, you have right front and the side and the rear. Three heads. Three heads. Front is over here, side is over here, the rear is over here. Obviously, right? But anyway, so most of the time, right, most people don't really have a well-developed side delt and rear delt. They only have like overly developed front delt. Because naturally everybody just, I don't know, they just like to press, right? Chest press and stuff like that. So you guys already know, right? When you train your chest, your front delts will be worked. So most of the time, most people have overly developed front delts as compared to their side delts and rear delts. So what you really have to do is to complete the entire shoulder, the entire deltoid. So you really have to give enough attention to all three heads of it. Yeah. So as you guys can see over here, right? The thing that pops out over here is a rear delt. This is I feel it's the most important thing. Like if you really want the 3D look, the 3D effect, the cannonball delts that everyone's talking about, hey man, you better get your rear delts on, man. Yeah, so you can see over here, it really completes the entire look, the entire shoulder look. Like if you guys really want that round look of your shoulders, then please do more rear delts. Not more front delts, but more rear and side. Focus on those two more. Alright, so this is a workout. Enough is enough. Enough talking. I talk too much. So this is a general go-to for me. It depends on how I feel and the availability of the equipment at any given day. So make sure your form is always good. Lift heavy, but solid form. A must to perfect form before increasing weight. To view increasing weight as bonus. Master the form first, right? Because it will prevent injury and more gains and all those good stuff. Okay, so please remember, you should actually start viewing increment of weights as a form of bonus. Because obviously everybody loves to lift heavy, right? Everyone just likes to lift heavy, swing the weight here and there. That's the fun part, right? The fun part is just to lift heavy stuff. That's what everybody likes to do. I don't blame you guys, me included. That's how I am back then as well. But in order to lift heavy, right, you need to perfect your form first. Your form is very important because if you don't perfect your form, you're gonna get injured. And then once you get injured, you can't even lift light weights anymore, right? So no thanks. Alright, so for workout A, first one will be dumbbell shoulder press. So what I like to do is I like to do like 2 sets just to failure, just for warming up. And failure meaning to say that maybe I will do like 20 to 30 reps or so. And this is not like I'm just pumping it out, making sure that I go slow as well to make sure that I feel every single proper muscle fiber that should be working, should be firing at that point of time. So you should feel like a burn, right? Enough of a burn to let the muscle know that they're going to be worked today. Yeah, so that's how I kind of like approach it. Alright, next is the dumbbell shoulder press, the working sets. 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps, increase weight set by set. So what I normally do is, for example, for me right now, right? You guys can just take me as a reference, as everybody's strength level is different, right? But for me, what I normally do is, first set, after my warming ups of 2 sets, first set, maybe I'll do 20 kilograms, right? That's my first set. And then I'll do like 12 reps. And then I'll do 25 kilograms. I'll just increase by 5 kg, 5 kg, 5 kg. So ultimately, I will land at what? 35 kilograms, if I'm not wrong. That's my last set, my 4th set. Generally, I'll just aim for 12 reps. And then, we're not done yet though. We're not done yet. We're going to superset every single set with lateral raise. 4 sets of 10. So after your first set, which is like the 20 kilograms dumbbell press, what you're going to do next is superset. Normally, I will do like maybe 10 kilograms for side raises, 4 sets of 10. Just 4 sets of 10. That's it. Secondly, what you gotta do next is standing barbell press. 4 sets of 10, or is it military press? Whatever, it's the same thing. Superset with dumbbell, lateral raises once again. 4 sets of 10. Alright, so 10 kilogram, same thing. And then the third one will be seated machine shoulder press. Alright, 4 sets of 12. Same thing. If you guys have the lateral raise machine, the one that is seated, I'm not too sure if your gyms have it, but if your gyms have it, then make use of it, because at least for the place that I'm in, it's not actually common. But for one particular gym that I go to, they actually have the machine, so I always try to utilize that machine. So for the last superset, it's a machine shoulder press, and then seated raise. Or if you don't have the machine, then just do the same dumbbell lateral raise for 4 sets of 10. Alright, 10 kilograms, same thing. It's a lot of presses, I know. But if you really want to grow fast, right, this is what works for me. For me personally. Then, after you're done with that, what you're gonna do next is side cable raise. Alright, front, side, rear, whichever way you're gonna do it, behind your body, in between your legs, or at the front of you. I think at this point of time, your shoulders are already fried, right? It's already fatigued enough already. So, whichever one you choose, right, just make sure that you do it with good form. That's most important. Don't swing too much. Make sure you do not utilize your traps over here, because more than likely your traps will be involved over here because you're so tired already. So make sure you go light as well, not too heavy. And then next is sitting bend over rear delt fly. The one where you bend over and then just do your regular fly but for rear delts. And then you gotta do the cable rear delt fly. You know the one that is like crisscross? Yeah, standing one with the cable machines. Lastly would be the rear delt pec deck. Alright, 4 sets of 12. And then bye. That's it. That's all you need to do. Alright, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's gonna be tiring for sure. But it works for me and I like it. I enjoy it. I enjoy high volume. So if you're just starting, right, if you want to attempt this workout A of this shoulder routine, maybe you can just do like 3 sets of everything instead of, or maybe just 2 sets of everything also. Yeah, so it depends. You guys try it out first and see how many sets you want to do. Alright, workout B. This is the other one. It's relatively the same, just without the supersets. So the first one, same thing, warm up with 2 sets of dumbbell shoulder press, and then the first workout would be the dumbbell shoulder press, seated one. Same thing, 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps, increase weight set by set, same concept. Secondly would be the standing barbell press, 4 sets of 10. Thirdly, seated machine shoulder press, 4 sets of 12. And then, after you're done with the presses, right, what you're gonna do next is the pyramid lateral raise. 4 sets over here. So 15, 12, 10, 8. Start off with 7 kilograms. 8, 9, 10. This is the first set. Just this considered as one set. Second set, you're gonna carry on from 10, 9, 8, 7 kilograms. But the repetition is gonna be opposite, right? So it's 8, 10, 12, 15. Third will be 15 reps, 12 reps, 10 reps, 8 reps. And then fourth set, 8 reps, 10 reps, 12 reps, 15 reps. Same thing. You're just repeating the first 2 sets. And then it's considered as 4 sets altogether. So, after you're done with that, what we're gonna do next is cable side raises, whichever direction, whichever you want. I mean, if you want to go into detail, like which position actually hits your side more, your rear more, then ideally, if I really have to give you guys an answer, just do it from the back. Yeah, do it from the back because you're able to feel more stretch, and then all those good stuff. Yeah, if you guys are looking for like one answer for it, I would choose the one that is behind your back. Same thing for the rear delt portion. Bend over rear delt fly, cable rear delt fly, and then the rear delt pec deck fly, which is 4 sets and 12 reps. Alright, so that's it. What is that's it? So is it high volume? Yes, but I personally enjoy it. Overdoing it? Probably, but I personally enjoy it. So at the end of the day, it's most importantly is that if you enjoy the workout, if you enjoy the training routine that you're on, the program that you're on, that matters the most. Okay, if you guys enjoy it, if it brings you consistency, which is most important, doesn't matter what kind of program you're on. You may be on, I don't know, man, some Mr. Olympia's workout routine, but if you don't enjoy, you don't like it, and you can't be consistent with it, then there's no point. Alright, the main point is to go to the gym. Alright, to go to the gym and do a workout. Okay, it doesn't really matter what you do, but most importantly, I always preach to everyone is that you have to be consistent. Alright, so obviously diet has to be on point to recover as well. And as mentioned, this is for lagging delts like I had. I really wanted to bring that up fast back then. So if you guys think about it, right, we use our shoulders every day. So imagine if I just like trying to take something from the cupboard, right, from the shelf on top. The first thing that you realize is that your front delts are being worked. You can literally just try right now and test it right now. Just bring your arm up. You're going to feel your front delts working already. So almost every single movement that we do in our everyday life, right, more or less everything requires our front delt. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that it is being really stimulated like throughout the entire day. So if you really want to give it reason to grow even more, in my opinion, give more volume to it. So that will really give the shoulders a reason to grow. Yeah. So, like I said, they need more physical stimulation to really grow, just like calves, right? You work on them every day. You work on them every single second. So like I said, high volume work for me is something that I personally enjoy as well. Even for my other body parts, most of it, right, I actually do have high volume for all of them. Yeah. I mean, in a sense, it's kind of like cardio as well, right? I mean, if you don't really like cardio, and then if you are having your rest period shorter, it's kind of like cardio already. Yeah, so it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm not a competitor. I just like to lift dumbbells laterally a lot. That's it. Right here. I'm not the biggest, right? I know, but I'm happy. I'm happy with my results. Really happy with my progress that I've made over the years. And most importantly, I'm still consistent with it. I'm still doing it. I'm still lifting dumbbells to my sides a lot up to today. After like almost 20 years. Yeah. So that's a good thing. Alright, so this is a bonus section if you made it this far. So some people actually say that shoulder days are unnecessary because front delts actually gets worked from chest days and push days. Rear delts gets worked from back and pull days. So if your side delt is lagging, just add lateral raises for your chest days. So for example, if you're doing like typically 4 to 5 exercises, just superset with lateral raises, lightweight for every single one of them. Yeah, maybe like 10 repetitions. So maybe instead of the 10 kilograms like what I mentioned, for me, right, if I were to do this style, then maybe I would just pick up like 7 kilograms, probably 7 kilograms for 10 repetitions for every set, after every set. Yeah. Alternatively is that you can just do 4 sets of 10 repetition lateral raise, heavy though. Make sure you're not going too light for this. If you don't want to do the superset style, you can just do 4 sets of 10 after the entire chest workout. And if you're feeling fucking ecstatic, and let's take a look. If you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. So you can just add 3 sets of 12 cable lateral raises at the end. Yeah, if you just do this 4 sets of 10 reps is actually more than enough already. Because you're doing heavy for this, keep in mind. You're not exactly doing light. And we are doing chest, some of your side delts actually being worked as well. Not too much, but it is also being worked. Especially if you're doing a lot of heavy presses for a chest workout. Yeah, so this is my take. This is just how I do things. And it works for me. It works for me. Yeah. So if you can actually do this style of workout if you don't really want to do so much volume for the shoulder workouts. If you do, or if you just don't want to do shoulder workouts, you can just try this out as well. Especially if your front and rear delts are not exactly lagging behind, and then all you gotta do is just do some work for your side delts, and then you're fine. You're done. Yeah, that's it, man. And good night. All right, good night. That's it. That's the video. This is what I do. That works for me for 15 years or so, right? I guess. Yeah, that's it, man. That's all there is to it. So if you guys actually try this workout out, right, let me know. Let me know in the comment section down below. And if it's too much or if it's too little, just let me know as well. Yeah, it's probably too much, right? I don't know. Whenever I take my friends or anyone through this workout, they actually complain every single time. Like at the middle of the workout, they start complaining to me like, why are you doing so many, so many lateral raises? Try it out. Let me know if you guys enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe, all this good stuff. All right, so that's all there is to it, man. And happy side raising.